was your grace that pulled me through at a time that I needed you most. And that's why I ask you to, please won't you stay with me.
Oh my gosh, you look like a movie star. Beautiful. That was a clip of LaTocha's new inspirational single, Stay With Me. The R&B singer who rose to fame with the best-selling 90s group Xscape is back on the scene.
And she's got a new album called The Invitation and a new reality show on Bravo called The Queens of R&B. LaTocha is here with us now to talk about her return to the spotlight.
Hello, hello.
Hello. So we've been talking about longevity in this business, and you've been in it for decades now, and kind of new life into your career at this point.
Yes, it's a blessing to be here 30 years later. And when I say that, I'm like, oh my gosh, 30 years. But to love it and still be passionate about what I do is just everything to me, you know. And now that it's another genre of music, it just makes it all worthwhile to stay in power, you know, and people to still embrace it after this long time.
Listen, you still got it, LaTocha. And I got to say, I was telling you during commercial break, Catherine and I were listening to Understanding.
Oh, Lord.
We were all singing that in the 90s. And I know overnight, your group, I mean, you were famous overnight.
Yeah.
What's it like for you now, decades later, when you got the call about this TV show? Because doing a reality show...
we talked about that.
...is very exposing, right?
Yeah,
I mean, did you have any hesitations about doing the show?
I did. I had reservations in the beginning. I just wanted to make sure that everything stayed positive because that's who I am and that we were celebrated. You're talking about two super groups that have lasted in this industry. It's very hard to do. And so when I signed up, I was like, yes, we're going to do it. And we never got to the tour. I was very disappointed with just the way that things were kind of narrated. And so, you know, I'm disappointed, but at the same time, I want the world to know that, you know, when you've been in it this long, you got to enjoy what you do. You can't just do stuff without being passionate about it. Yeah.
So much talent. I know a lot of your roots are in gospel as well. Speaking of positivity and that beautiful sound. So what's it like kind of seeing your music transition?
Honestly, it's really, really good. You know, my grandmother and I talked about this a long time ago, and people go, oh, you're going back to your roots. That's just a part of who I am. When you listen to Understanding, I was actually coming from church and do that song. So I came with that conviction of singing in the choir and all that stuff, and just that song, Understanding alone, means a lot to me. But yeah, it's just that with gospel music. I wanted to get back to my roots, and I love what I do. I grew up singing in a household. My father would write music. He didn't even have any lessons. It was just that for me. I learned everything through song. So gospel to me and the conviction that I sing with, it comes from my faith and what my mother and my father instilled within my sister and I and our religious background.
So it really is part of your fabric. I mean, you don't know any other reality.
I really don't. I don't. Even when I'm singing, people go, oh my gosh, I'm feeling it, you know, and just what it is. It's just a part of me.
I also feel like Understanding. So in case there's like that one viewer who doesn't know this song, what I need from you is understanding. Yeah, how can we communicate if you don't hear what I say?
Yes.
I mean, it's so interesting how this is decades ago, yet so applicable to today, because I feel like, especially just in our world, COVID, politics, all of it, it's like if you disagree with me, you are the enemy. And your lyrics, your words, today I feel like we need them more than ever.
More than ever, and that's why it's very important for me to get back to real music and just the essence of what that entails with great lyrics so that people can remember that for years and years to come. I mean, even back in the day, people were like, oh my, you guys have the soundtrack to my life. So a lot of this is the soundtrack to people's lives, and so I just want to keep that going. I never want to stop.
That's beautiful.
And speaking of Understanding, we've seen a lot of, you know, family conversations happening on the show as well. So how does it feel to see that kind of play out? And how does that relate back to your music?
The family conversation is just what it is. The dynamics of family is everything to me. You know, I grew up in a household where that was very meaningful, you know, to sit down and have conversations with one another and really express ourselves, even through music. So it's important for me about music, about togetherness, about positivity, all of those things.
SWV is the other group featured in this series. So it's Sisters with Voices and Xscape and the Queens of R&B. So describe to us just the premise of this show, because there are so many reality shows out there. This format is more common than it was decades ago. But for people who haven't seen an episode, give us a little teaser.
Really, it's supposed to be celebrating all of us together and showing our lives outside of, you know, each other's groups. So we were able to delve into the lives of one another. You know, my son was actually on there to talk about our lives, what we do outside of the group, and then also what we do as mothers, as friends, and then getting back to the music. So all of those things are going to be played out. And then it's going to be a little cattiness. You know, sometimes we don't always agree. We talk about emotional, but my husband and I call it ego-tional, because sometimes you have egos. So yeah, all of those things are going to, all of those things play out in this series. But it's important to know that it's about women empowering one another and to stay in power. So that's my whole thing. I really wanted to do it to do touring, but we never got to that part. But I'm out. I'm promotional tour right now. So
I love it. You have powerful personalities, and powerful voices. So wonderful to hear that.
Thank you.
Tell us more about your album.
The album, oh my gosh, the invitation, a conversation with God is just that. I'm inviting everybody to those conversations that I've had, whether it was me asking, why am I going through this, or are you going to turn it around? And sometimes in life we get afraid in different aspects. And with me, I think the music has been therapy, to be honest, with all the things that are going on in the industry and in life. So, yeah.
Look at this album cover, by the way. I mean, move over, Beyonce. There's a new queen. Oh, I'm kidding. We love Bey.
Yeah, love her. Love her.
You do look like a queen, and even seeing the clips from this music video.
Yeah.
I mean, you are thriving. You got to be loving life right now.
I love it. And while I'm watching this, it's just that song "Stay With Me." It means so much to me because it's almost like my vow to God, saying, "Please, as long as you don't leave, I'll be okay." With all the world and everything that's going on, it's like that one person, that one being that I know is true is God. And so as long as he's here, I'm okay.
And where did you shoot this music video? Can you invite us to that house?
Oh, that's like Los Angeles. It was in Los Angeles, California. Yeah, beautiful sun shining, the water's behind, trees, all of that. Yeah, I love that video.
It's gorgeous.
Very freeing.
Well, LaTocha, listen, it's been such a treat having you here on Houston Life, and please come back and see us. Keep us posted.
Oh, yeah.
And I hope when you are making your next tour plan, you include Houston on.
For sure.
List, right?
Please do.
For sure. I love this place, and thank you guys for having me.
And you can catch the season finale of SWV and Xscape, the Queens of R&B, this Sunday at 8:30 p.m. on Bravo. LaTocha's music is available now on your favorite music streaming platforms, and her new album, The Invitation, comes out Friday.